Okay. So you've arrived at Elmsford, looking for traces of your lost brother.
Maybe we should ask...
Yeah, you don't see him somewhere shearing sheep or anything.
Maybe we should ask one of these fine folk if they've seen him.
Good idea. Off you go.
I suppose it's up to me.
Yes, studying magic and the secrets of the universe for 6 years to go look for someone.
Pardon me, my good man. I say to the nearest passerby.
Oh.
Is it the same one as before?
It might
it's
be.
A different one.
But I guess so. We are looking for a wayward priest of Prius that may have passed through here recently.
Wayward?
Well, the young man is somewhat rash. He was here to undergo a final test.
So you're looking for a novice?
Yes. Yeah, bright red hair, has this family crest, is from my family, the Stormrocks.
Would you like to take charge of this now?
No, I was just butting off. Carry on. I was just supporting your arguments. You're doing a fine job. Carry on.
Your Honor.
Do you know where this young man has gone?
I think there was a novice here 2 days ago. He stayed one night at the inn. I suppose he was following a priest or was preparing for a test, but I don't know.
The inn. Else. We will inquire there.
Yes.
Thank you, my good man.
Thank you too, but Your Honor, didn't you mention that your younger brother ventured here without supervision?
Yes, that is true. He was by himself. Which is probably why he... Well, if he stayed at the inn, he would have been by himself. And obviously he ventured northwards.
I believe that he is within the Demon Fellows, but it does not hurt to confirm our theory.
I suppose, very well.
If he is in danger, though, time might be of our concern.
Have a good point.
It's up to you, Your Honor, to decide if you want to venture to the inn to make inquiries there, or if you want to head straight into the Demon Fellows without any more hints about his whereabouts.
Indeed, haste or certainty, which will you choose,
well,
Your Honor?
I'll tell you. Well, if
Are you alright? A younger girl, maybe Fortune is looking up at you while you're discussing.
Am I still on my horse?
Yes.
Who said that? Oh.
I nod politely into her direction.
She's got a basket full of berries and fruits.
Yes?
Welcome to Elmsford, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Can I help you?
Have you seen a young wayward priest of Prius somewhere around here? Apparently he was at the inn not too long ago.
With red hair?
Well,
Very bright red hair. And
well,
this
I
seal.
live at the inn.
Oh.
So I might have seen him.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to buy some fresh fruit?
My character is laughing a bit at this.
Yeah. I suppose. We've not yet had refreshment today. I don't know, I give her 2 copper pieces.
She takes them, looks at them, rubs them against each other, then just shrugs, puts them in a pouch and hands you a handful of berries.
Okay. I share them out.
Yes, I've seen a young man who looks like you, Your Honor. And he was here and he seemed very upset and indecisive, I'd say.
Okay.
But
it's a known family trait.
Indeed.
Indecisiveness?
Yes. Although I'm not quite sure.
Did he head into the Demon Fellows?
Well, yes, he did. The next morning. That was 2 days ago.
I think you mean yesterday.
I might have followed him and looked what he did because he seemed dodgy.
Did you now? And what did you see, young man?
A Stormrock dodgy!
Whatever
Yeah, I was wondering that
seen.
too. You know, a novice of Prius who is all fidgety and seems to hide from something. But he went north and he passed the small shrine that's there. And beyond that, we're not supposed to go.
Did you follow him?
Up to the shrine, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe further.
A little bit, at most.
You seem like a curious young girl.
I flip
My
another.
mother says so.
I flip another copper coin over.
Yeah, she takes it. Yeah, well, he headed towards the path we were really not supposed to go because, there's the Lady of the Undead somewhere out there and other monsters, and they say that the woods are cursed and the trees are moving and they're eating babies.
We have no fear of moving trees.
And we don't have any babies,
and
so...
the undead. But
I bet.
young men means a lot to his honor.
Yes.
So is he your son or what?
His younger brother. So,
Yes.
please, your honor,
I think we should be going.
Yes.
we should be on our way. And
Unless
if you
this
would
young
be
lady...
so kind to guide us until where he left your sight.
Well, I'm supposed to sell fruit. My mom's going to be sad if I don't bring enough money.
then I'm
Young woman,
sure-
this man's life may be in danger.
I
And
take
I-
the basket and give her a silver piece.
And I am sure you will have good business today.
I need that basket back.
She drives a hard bargain, Your
You
Honor.
could buy a new basket with a silver piece. You could buy a better one.
She could buy a bushel of baskets.
What's wrong with my basket?
It's got a hole in it.
Yes, I'm going to lead you over there. Follow me. And she sets out at a quite brisk pace.
Okay. Luckily, I'm on a horse. So.
Yeah.
Although I'm wearing chainmail, I am quite agile
Yeah.
and
Yes.
quick to move.
And he's not wearing anything heavy.
That's
I'm
true.
going to say he's not wearing anything.
Oh, that would be
No.
vulgar. I'm
A
wearing my...
staff made out of stone oak
Yes,
is quite heavy.
it's true.
Okay, yes. And also,
But I'm also wearing clothes.
as a guild mage, he's supposed to wear a long robe that goes down at least to his ankles.
Do you have to hitch it up when you're running? Like
Probably.
skirts?
Yes. There are several rules about what mages are supposed to wear. At least you are supposed to be easily recognizable as a magic
it's a
user.
code.
I see. Well, let us hope that the legends of this Lady of the Undead are merely folk whispers.
Let's face it, they're not going to be.
She leads you past a small shrine, which is basically
I'm
just a
leading her.
tiny column with a small statue and a tiny house on top that shows Ukuri, the son of Prios, and his messenger as a falcon. And then on over last hill crest and beyond, you can already see the landscape changing. It's not a straight line, but you definitely see the green growing less, and there's more brown and reddish tones as the underbrush changes. And beyond, you see something that is a mixture of open but very dark bodies of water, and dark trees that almost look like they're intertwined, growing to each other, and the branches all mixing into one whole organism.
I shall murmur
And the
magic
smell,
word.
the slightly foul smell.
Sharakias, and the
Yeah.
head of my staff will burst into flames.
Ooh!
And I will reach into my pocket and pull out a long-handled wooden pipe and light it from the tip of my burning staff
Nice.
and place it between my teeth and puff furiously upon it as I gaze into the dark wood. Yep, that's where we must go, Your Honor. For that is where he went. I believe it.
Oh, you did?
And you didn't see anything further from this point? You didn't go any further?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I'm not supposed to. Maybe I went down there, but not further.
Where?
Down there, you see the small brook?
Mhm.
That's where people usually cross over if they head into the Demon Fellows. Not that anyone ever does.
No. But you went down there.
Yes, I went down there.
Then did you go across?
No.
Okay. Then, yes, then return to your inn and your mother with Price's blessing, and yes, and enjoy the silver, enjoy the money.
Your help is most
Thank you, Your Honor.
appreciated.
May Prior smile down on you
Thank you.
on this day. You need it.
These
Thank
woods are
you.
most dangerous, and you should stay out of them as much as you may.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for your help, and may the troll gods be with you.
And with you, sir. I hope to see you again.
Well, thank you. So, your brother crossed that brook, Your Honor, and so shall we.
Yes. Lead the way. Find Sarfried.
And so I will.
So Zafried is the one going first into the demon fellows. As I said, it's a more gradual thing. It's not like someone just said, and here they begin.
And here's the dead land.
I will head up the rear, holding my staff high with the flames to cast light in the area.
I will keep in the middle.
The flames attract some of the mosquitoes and other winged things in the air who surround it, and some of them disappear into the flame with this like hissing sound. It's the special thing about the flame that you can conjure at the end of your staff is you can decide whether it actually burns or not, basically.
Well,
usually.
this one is burning because I lit my pipe.
Pipe, yes, obviously. The air hardly moves around you. It's very, very heavy, like pressing down on you. The sky is overcast, and if you look to the horizon when you crest the low hills, you can see that there's a mountain or mountain range to the north of the Demon Fellows, and you see tiny specks circling around them in the sky.
I must say your brother chose a most unpleasant place to go take his test.
This reminds me of the Deadlands, which we now call the Margravet of Varunk. We reclaimed it during the war, but years ago a giant undead dragon ruled there, with undead roaming the lands by night and during the day because the sky was always overcast with dark clouds.
Are all your tales so grim, Wolfsguard?
Well,
Were there no moments of joy, of victory, of justice that you encountered before? I would hear more of those stories and less of the foul undead.
I could tell you about the Battle of Mendana, the final battle of the war we just won, but many good soldiers lost their lives during that battle as well. And the last 20 years have been grim.
The two of us are looking at each other.
To the province of Tobrien.
What a
This
cheery
is the
person.
reason why I am here, Adeptus, to remind you and everyone within the realm that even if we won the war, the fighting is not over yet.
I do not think I could forget.
I am very glad we brought you along, Sarfried. You are a barrel of laughs.
Maybe we forgot not to laugh. The last 20 years of fighting against undead demons and evil sorcerers.
Did you bore them to death, or...?
Your Honor, Siegfried is a gifted warrior. He has many, many notches upon those blades. It is wise for us to respect his fighting prowess.
Yes, well, he hasn't shown any fighting prowess yet, so hopefully we'll get a chance soon.
I would not be wearing this coat of arms with a double-headed wolf if I had not, Your Honor.
Very well.
Would all the bickering people please roll on perception?
If I roll, does that mean I'm admitting to bickering?
I rolled a really good check with 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so
Which one
But that
perception?
still is
German?
only 2 levels of success.
Wahrnehmung.
It's up here.
Yes.
Perception. You roll against sagacity, intuition, and intuition.
Pass,
Oh, wow.
pass.
Oh,
So you have
nice.
4 points left. That means 2 levels of success. 2 quality levels.
Nice.
We got a 1, a 5, and a 17.
So the talent system for the Dark Eye works like this. You have 3 attributes that you use for talent, for skill check. And you roll on each of them, and you use the points you have put in that skill to kind of fill up the difference. If you roll too high, you can use those points, and how many you have left decide how well you did. So Ross has 2 quality levels.
Right, because I have
He's
4
probably
points.
the best one in this round.
I have 2 quality levels as
2
well.
quality levels as well.
Intelligence, and...
It is sagacity, intelligence.
Yeah, intuition. INT
Intuition,
is for
sorry.
intuition.
Sagacity, intuition. Yes.
Yes.
Sagacity.
Klugheit, Intuition.
Okay, yeah, I pass. I've got
How many pots?
I've got 3 left over.
And that's a
one.
1, so that's a
And I got
possible.
1.
That's a possible.
Only if you roll 2 ones.
If I roll 2 ones, then it's
Yes. If you roll 1 at an attack or a simple attack of the attributes,
Okay.
that's a possible critical success.
Okay.
But if you roll on a skill, you have to roll 2 ones.
Understood.
Right. Okay, so all of you notice something. You just notice something odd that somewhere ahead of you, it seems like a bit of grass is flattened in an odd and unusual way.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize that it's actually a trail that goes down one valley, up another hill, and into the forest. And that it's not only the flattened grass, but also that everything seems kind of mushy and covered in something that seems like spit or mucus.
Most interesting, I will say aloud, and kind of poke the spit with my staff and lift it up. Is it like mucus? Is it like dripping down the end?
Yes, it's...
I take some of that stuff between my fingers and rub it and see if I might know it.
Some form of heptaseptic, or heptaspheric.
It's clearly
essence,
some disrespectful use.
I rub it off on my
Hang out here and smoke.
You can roll on your knowledge of animals.
animal lore.
Animal lore.
I'm not a very skilled woodsman or...
You can kill it, you don't have to know it.
Oh, that looks...
Yeah,
No,
I don't think you have
no,
any idea
no,
what you
no.
might have stumbled across. But what it is, it's obviously a trail, a broad trail leading into the forest.
What's the German word for animal law? Because I've got all the...
Tierkunde.
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 Yes, Max is using the German version of the compendium.
Yeah.
And
limited
once you've
edition.
found it
It's in a strange foreign language.
called German.
Called German.
May I make a check?
Yeah, you can also do a check.
Okay.
Right, yeah, I've got
That's going to be
I think Ross's dice are going to be the MVP.
fail,
of the
unfortunately. So
You fail.
yeah,
Really?
the third die is what.
The 16.
Oh, the 16. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Nice try though.
You could actually spend a fate point to reroll
Yes, to
the
reroll.
16 and
keep the lower
and
ones.
keep the lower rolls. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, but I think I will save them for
later
just
on.
in case we run into some undead or something of that nature.
I passed with a 2.
Ah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen one of these yet, but you have read about them.
Okay, of course.
And they're usually called giant amoeba. No one is really sure what an amoeba is supposed to be when it's not giant, but it's a slimy, huge creature that basically can eat anything of organic nature.
Okay.
But rock and metal are just kind of kept inside. So if it eats a person, the person slowly dissipates. Then at some point there's only skeleton left, and at some point there's only armor and maybe weapons in there.
Well, I think we should be careful, chaps, because although I said it was clearly disrespectful teenagers, it might actually belong to a very horrible monster that eats people and dissolves them and just leaves their armor behind.
You seem most learned in the area of slime, Your Honor.
Yes, well, it's a slimy business, politics.
So we should be careful.
Yes.
In the demon follows. Yes.
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 I suggest we move forward with caution and stealth. Perhaps if you maybe take the ring, see if we can, see this thing coming, or see if we can, see it from a distance.
Take the rear, Your Honor.
Well, you've got chainmail. You won't be very stealthy if you're wearing chainmail. It's very loud,
That might be true.
Are you intending to sneak up on the...
Yes, I'm intending to sneak up
I see.
on this giant amoeba.
Well,
These
It
creatures
doesn't have eyes, so it should
known
be fairly easy.
to be quick about attacking us, in an ambush.
Is it?
They don't have eyes.
They don't have eyes.
No one is really sure how they can tell anything apart.
Okay.
And they're not very fast, but they have great endurance.
Okay.
Once they decided to eat something and runs away, they just keep going after it.
well, I did not graduate from the school of Undergast to stand around with my staff on fire. I shall go with you.
Well,
Your Honor, and we shall find this thing.
Okay, you might want to put that out though. It gives our position away, even though it has no eyes. But I'm fairly certain we can get the drop on this thing. As long as we don't drop into it, because then it'll eat us.
I will lead the way or stay behind you.
Which is
Your
it?
order.
You take up the rear, and then if it does anyone have any long-range weapons?
I carry a short bow.
I do
Your
not.
Honor.
My magic has an ability to do damage at range.
Okay. Can I borrow your short bow? And then if it comes in range, then you can come to the front and hack at it.
If you wish so. So I take the short bow from my pack and ready it for you. Hand you the quiver with some arrows.
Thank you.
Well,
And how many points did you have left on animal law?
I think it was only 2.
Only 2. Okay, so
we should
Not that many.
we should be quick, for this thing might be hunting your brother.
Yep. Okay. Onwards. Quietly.
I'll make up the rear then.
Yeah.
so you entered the woods
Mm-hmm.
on the slimy path
Yeah.
of
I
probably a giant
think we're
amigo.
trying to be stealthy about
Yeah.
this, so
Yeah.
I will make a stealth roll.
You can do a stealth roll.
So since as Max pointed out, I am wearing chainmail, and with advanced rules from the armory,
Ah.
a chainmail will make the
Okay, that's
perception
a
roll
pass.
for someone to overhear while I'm
That's a
sneaking
pass.
up on him easier for him. So whoever is rolling a perception against our stealth,
He's going to
getting
have an easier time.
a positive modifier of 1.
Okay.
I unfortunately failed my roll.
Is it Verbergen for stealth?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes,
Heimlichkeit.
What?
Heimlichkeit.
Heimlichkeit.
I rolled a 20 on agility
Oh, right.
in stealth, but I
You could
have
reroll.
immune to encumbrance level 2 that gets my encumbrance down to 0, although I'm wearing chainmail. I have 6 points in stealth,
Wow.
and I made the other 2 rolls, so I make the check, but with 0 points left, that gives me only 1 level of quality.
Okay. So you're sneaking into the woods.
I found a twig to step on. For I failed by just barely, but I failed.
I don't think I have anything in stealth. Okay. Sorry, I don't have the
Yeah, so it
I don't have
is
those things.
courage,
courage.
Intuition,
yeah,
and agility.
yeah.
Courage.
Okay. Thing is,
They spot you, but they don't spot me.
I did a roll for spotting and I missed. So you are the ones who first realized that there's something else in the woods. You see, the light is fairly dim underneath the trees. They have a dark, broad foliage. Reminds you of oak trees, but something seems weird about them. The leaves are too big and too dark, and they're more gnarled and seem like people with bent and crooked arms, and not like your usual oak forests. And you're not sure what you see, but there's something in between those dark trees. So maybe you can roll one more time on perception.
Ooh, dope. Oh, that's a miss for me.
I have 1 level of quality in perception.
Mm-hmm.
I pass with 5.
Oh, 2 levels of quality.
Yeah.
Fail.
Nothing. So you make out that they are basically humanoid shapes, and you also realize that there's 2 humans or something close to humans standing in the shadows, in the
Okay.
darkest shadows of a few trees, and then one of them moves slightly,
Mm.
and you realize that half of the face of this person is missing, and you can see the white bone beneath
Okay.
peeking out, and already dried out skin covering the other half of the face. Whatever it is over there, it's definitely not alive
Okay.
in the usual sense of the word, but it's moving, although very slowly.
Step back, someone is there.
Yeah, I hold up my hand. Just.
you think you see.
I believe this is a game played by the nobles.
I heard rumors that the nobles of the Horosian Empire speak with their fans.
There's undead over there.
What?
They're undead.
The undead don't seem to have noticed you, and you also know that usually undead don't move out in the sunlight, so these ones kind of are hidden in the shadows of the forest,
we
but
should
they're
go a
probably
different
not.
way.
Are we
at the
currently in
best.
sunlight, or are we?
You're in shadows.
Okay.
There's no direct sunlight.
Right.
on the
We should go a
trees.
different way, definitely.
Is there a
I
different
wonder
way?
what brought
So
them
that's
here.
the decision. Do you want to find out what those undead are? Do you want to follow the trail of slime? Or whatever else you might do? And we'll find out next time.